G'day everybody, welcome back to our playthrough of Valheim. Hope you guys are doing well. We're standing here in front of what will become our refinery room, refinery structure. Yeah, in the previous episode, I feel like things went a little bit slow. We didn't really do too much aside from, sort out lanterns, try to get some chains, etc, etc. Nothing too crazy. We did actually spend a little bit upgrading the demolisher here, so hopefully this thing will actually do really, really well when we use it against, I guess, whatever there is out there to fight. The Queen, possibly. But in this episode, things are going to be a little bit slow again, guys. Gonna try and focus my efforts on building this thing, which, you know, I do want to make it look semi-nice, so the real trouble I'm having at the moment, though, is just determining, you know, what kind of materials I need to use to try and get this structure looking the way I want it to look. So I do want some kind of an entrance as well, and yeah, I'm just not entirely certain. I really have an idea of what this entrance is going to look like. I do something like that and that. I mean, that doesn't look too bad, does it? But I want to be able to get like some kind of an iron door. So yeah, getting that with the pieces that are available to us in marble seems to be kind of difficult to do. Perhaps maybe I could use just simply the smaller pieces here. Yeah, I'm feeling like that might be what we need to do for the entrance, or does seem to be getting a little bit close to the actual machine itself. Perhaps maybe I can use a 1x1. Right. We do have a few bits and pieces here. The marble, obviously, I do want to hang on to. The refined iron, I can put down. Skull trophies. We did have a bit of a skelly surprise towards the end, and I remember just like kiting all of them and just in one smash of the demolisher destroying everything. Alright, yeah, despite however many lanterns we're using, it still feels really dark in here. Okay, cool. I'm gonna have a sleep because I do want to work in the morning and during the day. But yeah, while we're sort of gearing up to try and construct this thing, I also want to sort of talk about some of the other things that we want to do before fighting the Queen. One thing is setting up those ballista-looking things, and I'm thinking of maybe making a couple of those just here in our main home, and I'll, you know, have one on either side, you know, one over that side and then one over that side. And I don't really know how they work exactly, whether or not I actually need to operate them or if they're semi-automated in some way. If they are automated, that'd be kind of cool, because you would be able to maybe just go out there and find yourself a whole heap of resins to just grab for free without having done all of the work, you know? But I don't know. I don't know if it's going to be that good or not. Let me just go back down here. I'll fetch my eggs and stuff. I just want to kill a little bit of time in the morning because it is still quite dark. Grab all of that. I might chuck some wood in there. And I don't know if we do actually have anything to feed these guys. Perhaps maybe it might not be a bad idea to tend to the farm. Yeah, so that's a decent amount. And we should be able to get some more chooks. Alright, I think we're done, and just throw that in there, and I'll just do a little bit of a cull of the chooks over here. How are we looking? We do have... I suppose we only have 4. Maybe it's not such a good idea. That's not really a lot. I'll come back when their numbers have replenished. Maybe... not a bad idea to repair some of these things. Okay. Construction. Goodness me. Yeah, I really want to focus on just getting the entryway completed initially. So... once we sort of have an idea of how the entryway is going to work, I think we should be in a position then to... hopefully, anyway, to construct the rest of it. Okay, that seems decent. I'm just going to double check on whether or not the door would fit snugly. Not bad. It's not exactly touching the sides though, is it? But I can accept that. We could potentially use a little bit of, like, I don't know, maybe even steel wood just on the sides to frame it up. And I think the steel wood, like the steel wooden poles and beams, they're probably not going to get damaged by the sparks from the ITER. So yeah, that's I think going to be what we do. So with this in mind, we can now start thinking about how to build the pillars that are going to surround this thing. I mean, I'm pretty sure I'm going to need to do something like this. It makes sense. Yeah, and we'll probably do that to the height of the door that's going to go in. Yeah, so something like that. So from here, do we want any other types of marble pieces? It's a very good question. I don't think it makes sense to use anything else aside from just the 1x1 pieces here. It's probably not the most efficient, but in terms of how this place is going to look, probably will be the best option. So I also need space here to be able to get to the ladder. I'm pretty sure this thing doesn't produce any smoke or anything like that, so we don't have to worry about a chimney, which is good. Ooh, I wonder if I could use one of these pieces. Would it make sense to use one of these pieces? That's another thing. That could look nice, potentially. Yeah, maybe. Doesn't look too bad. Probably going to waste a little bit more marble, but that's okay. It's not like we're really going to be using marble for anything else. This is pretty much the only build that I really have an idea of where we're going to be using our marble. So we've got one, maybe over there. Okay, we have ran out. Let me just grab some more. Pretty sure we still have plenty. Okay, maybe I don't have as much marble as I thought I had. We might be needing to fetch some marble after all. okay. Yeah, looking decent. How big is a cage wall? Yeah, alright. Gonna need a lot of iron though. Okay. No more marble. So, yes, we do have an issue. Gonna need to try and go out and fetch some. I'm just trying to decide whether or not I want to go and fetch marble now, or is it close to nighttime? Because if it is, then I want to sort of make my way to the swamp. I feel like it might be getting there. And one thing that I'm going to do differently this time around with going to the swamp is I'm actually going to go to this swamp instead of going to the one that we've got a portal set up in. Yes, it's probably a little bit more time consuming because we don't have an actual portal set up in there, but I can take the Black Forest portal. That should actually get us there relatively quickly. Just double checking that we don't have any marble sitting around somewhere else, which I'm just simply unaware of. But, yeah, perhaps I simply have not been collecting marble much. And that's essentially shooting myself in the foot in the process. Yeah, no marble. Gonna have to get some. It's alright, we'll get there. Let me stash away onions and eggs. We'll probably need a little bit of extra food. We actually still have quite a lot of chicken, don't we? So... right. I'll bring, like, one extra sausage and one extra bread roll. And... or bread loaf, rather. And... yeah, I suppose I need to make my way. Still got Eikthyr, which is good. Hopefully it won't take too much longer for it to become late night. And then once we're done here at the swamp, I think what I'll do is I'll actually make my way over to the Mistlands home We do need better foods for that though. But yeah, I'm gonna try and collect some marble from various locations. I guess there's another bridge, if I'm not mistaken, that's not too far away from our home. So a decent number of mushrooms here. Let's actually just mark that down. Yeah, it isn't really late, is it? And it becomes even harder to tell if it's late or not if you actually go into the swamps. Might actually go back a second. There's probably other things that we can try and do here before we go in. I was sort of hoping that we might find a bit of tin. So wouldn't mind bringing that home. But if we do go for some tin, we won't be able to teleport back home though, that's all. Oh. There's a little bit right there. I think that's some tin as well. Are we doing this, are we? All right. Decent. 272. I guess I shouldn't really go for more tin, otherwise I might actually have trouble picking up chains and stuff. So let me head back to the swamp. Yeah, I think it's nighttime already. And yes, I do want to switch to the Wisp. And that is why I'm not really wanting to pick up any more tin. Okay. Please. Please let there be some wraiths. I was sort of having a read through some conversations online, some threads around the spawn rates for raids, and I don't really think that there's a trick to trying to get them to spawn more often or anything like that. It's really whether or not you're lucky enough to find them. Apparently they do spawn during the day near like abandoned homes and like structures or something like that within the swamps. I'm not entirely sure how accurate that is though. I'm sort of thinking, do I want to try and find like structures, and maybe if I find some structures I might actually have more luck. And perhaps maybe another thing is that they might be spawning and I might just not notice where they are in terms of position, and because I get too far away they despawn again. So yeah, just making a point of looking around and checking. Problem with that though is drawing all of the other creatures to me, which we do actually have a big crowd behind us right now. Guess I could thin them out a little bit. Oh, I didn't know that there are chests in these spots. I wonder if you might actually be able to get like chains from some of those chests. Okay, that was a little bit hairy. Yeah, I hate it when you actually have to eat more food. And yeah, a couple of episodes ago we did almost get caught out by not having enough food on us. But yeah, just the fact that you have to sort of stop and eat a little bit. That small delay could mean your death at some points, in some cases. Yeah, we are really not having any luck, are we, guys? think the night is also about to end very soon. Try to get away from big boy over there. I know some of you guys have mentioned in the comments that you're not a big fan of screen shake, so yeah, apologies. I do have it on though, and I've had it on since the beginning of the playthrough. I mean, I'm fine with it. I guess maybe a lot of people may be fine with it as well, otherwise I would have heard a lot more comments about that. But yeah, I'm gonna keep the settings as is. I mean, I do recall coming through this area before, looking for wraiths to kill, and we did have some luck in the past. Okay, it is daytime again already. So, need to make ourselves back home, or get ourselves back home rather. And this time we've got a lot of tin, so I do need to actually do the run to get back home. Let's just quickly do that now. I probably should have, you know, maybe started making my way back home already. But yeah, real disappointing that we're still not able to find wraiths. I don't know what's up with that. Could it be the wisp? And perhaps maybe having the wisp with me might be affecting the spawn rate? I mean, I don't really know if that's a thing or not, but... Alright, well, I guess we need to move on to the next thing on the agenda then, which is fetching some marble. I don't know how much marble I actually need, but I think I'd be satisfied with perhaps maybe just one stack for starters. So the problem that I'm sort of trying to resolve in my mind at the moment while we sort of go home is where can I find a good source of marble. There's the bridge that's not so far away from the house, so I guess that's maybe a good start. But then I guess maybe it's like excavation sites, or maybe even like old forts and stuff. If we have actually been to an old fort and no one's occupying it anymore, then perhaps maybe we can just destroy it for all of the marble. Might not be a bad idea. And yeah, we do have a stone cutter already, you know, sitting around at our Mistland home. So I think I should be able to use that to hopefully disassemble the bridge that's not so far away. Hopefully. Oh, there's a little bit more tin right here. Might as well. Yeah, so at least we're not completely empty-handed here, guys. I am bringing home some tin in case we need to make some more bronze. Ooh, I will take that free fish, actually. Switch to Bang & Jord. Righto, let's stash this away. A few other things to also put away before we get going. Make this into raw fish. How many do we get? Just the one. Okay. Don't actually have any space. Yep. Maybe we've got too much raw fish. Okay, and probably just want to fetch some food and then we'll be off. Yeah, we could be fighting some tough enemies out there, so just want to be moderately prepared. Including maybe having bone mass. Or is it better to have Ichthir for traversal? Yeah, it's a tough choice, isn't it? Switching between the powers for the Mistlands. One thing that I might actually do is I might also bring one of these. That should also let me do a little bit of hunting for those mist hares. So let's just quickly plan out where we need to go. Yeah, so there's a bridge over there. And there's an abandoned fort right there as well, so either or is good. Oh, keep doing that, don't I? There we go. Much better. Okay, let's head to the bridge first, I think. And with any luck, we'll have some hares to try and kill, hopefully. If I can aim correctly. Okay, so probably not going to be able to get the steel, but at the very least, we should hopefully be able to get the amount of marble that we need. So let's do it. I'm just trying to think of whether or not I want to come out here with a forge. We need a little bit of copper for that. And some coal. Probably not necessary, I would say. Oh, and this might be marble as well, right? Or is it just plain stone? No, it's plain stone. Gonna need to find the fossilized bone stuff. Let's grab all of that. And can I get a little bit more? Alright. I think that's good enough for now. We We might have to switch to Meganjord a little bit. Oh no, did it again. Let's head back home. And I just want to stash away some of the marble and some of the copper that we've got. Oh, just missed him. Yeah, I guess I might actually have enough copper to actually set up a forge. I probably just needed the coal and stuff. So I've got a decent amount of marble, and apparently I had some stashed here as well, so that's fine. I think maybe, well, I was gonna go to the abandoned fort to grab some more, but I don't think we actually need to do that. I don't want to waste our ITER capabilities here, or the amount of ITER that we now have thanks to eating, what was it? I forget what this is. This thing is called, but I should try and hunt a little bit more. Oh, my bad, my bad. 1 second, guys. I do need to just put down the workbenches and stuff before we continue. There we go. Now, let's try that again. See if we can grab some more mist hair. Still carrying too much. Oh yes, that's right. All of the marble. All of the marble needs to be placed down somewhere. Right. Ah yes, we've got some petrified bone right here as well. This is a decent source of marble if we need it. I wonder how much marble you can actually get from, you know, one... Is it a burial site? I guess it's not really a burial site, but a bone pile. Is it a bone pile? A Jotun rib cage. That is probably a soldier, which I would prefer not fighting. Oh my god. Yeah, it's so hard to hunt for these things. Ah. Okay. Since it's getting dark, I think it's time for us to leave. Didn't really get too many, but I think it's still a decent amount. Okay, off we go. And I guess it is a little bit light, so there's still time for us to build a little bit. So let's see. Yeah, that looks good. That looks good. Jeez, I can't really see what I'm doing very well here. Yeah, that doesn't seem right. Okay. Better not continue while it's super dark. Gonna have a sleep now. And perhaps maybe I don't need to waste any of the foods that I'm carrying with me. And I will go back to sausages or maybe a skewer or something like that. Stews. We've got a couple of those stews that need eating. Yeah, that seems alright. Okay, visibility is still not great, but I think we should still be able to do some kind of work here. Okay, that's what I'm looking for there. Alright, it is a tight squeeze though, isn't it? Perhaps maybe I do want to push the machine back a little bit more. It would make sense, because there's plenty of space behind it, which is not exactly being used, so... Did I just destroy the iter as well? The refined iter? Or perhaps maybe they were already picked up. I'm gonna pretend like they have been picked up because otherwise I'll be very upset. Yeah, so I think we've got a little bit more space there, and yeah, we can still reach using the stairwell here, or the ladder. Probably going to be able to get rid of this, but maybe a little bit later. We do need to bring the forge for that. Okay, so let's continue with our work. Plus, you know what? We've got plenty of soft tissues and stuff, so I don't think we've made a blue jute carpet before, have we? Should actually get that in at some point. Okay. One sec, guys. We're just gonna try something. It might not make sense, but I'm just seeing how it goes if I do have these pieces in place. So I could do something like that. But I guess if I did that, I would have no way of doing the same thing on this side. Just wanting to remind myself how wide these cages are, the cage walls. They're not very big, are they? Gonna be that high. Yeah, learning how to build stuff with marble can be a bit tricky. How does that sit? Alright. I'm gonna try and keep things simple then. Yeah, we will go with, like, just pillars 3 blocks long or 3 blocks tall. I suppose they do need to go a little bit higher though, don't they? And perhaps maybe even higher than that, because I'm gonna need to be able to stand like up here and add stuff to the refinery. So yeah, let's go one more. Yeah, things are looking, you know, pretty robust. Nothing looks like it's weak or anything like that, so we'll probably go with the 2x1 for these. I don't know. Aesthetically though, it's looking a little bit meh, you know? And I'm sort of thinking maybe we want to do something a little bit more special with it. What? I have no idea. But I think I'm gonna have to redo a little bit of this. So let me just undo what I've done here. And perhaps maybe I might again experiment with different types of pieces here, so yeah, that doesn't seem too bad in my view. Something along those lines. Question is, how am I actually going to, you know, get that piece in place properly? I suppose I can just simply clip it through. If I get rid of that first, and if I do that, Yeah, okay. That's sort of what I'm looking for. It definitely feels like a bit of a waste of... a waste of marble, though. But I guess that's the trade-off. Okay. Yeah, I think this is what we're gonna go for, guys. Maybe a little bit better than what we had before. Just adding a little bit of that accent, you know, in the middle. So we'll do like another, obviously 2 more blocks above each pillar. That way it'll also remove the amount of cages that we need to, you know, sort of get into these spots to sort of wall everything off. I think it'll look good. Alright, so making progress. Unfortunately no progress on chains. I'm very disappointed in that particular aspect, but I guess it is what it is. We just sort of have to get lucky with it. If any of you guys have suggestions about how to find chains a little bit more efficiently, let me know what your thoughts are in the comments down below. Otherwise, leave a like on the video if you enjoyed it, stay true, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Bye.